Is everyone here? Any stragglers? All good? Okay, first of all, we won't say too much now, but just wanted to thank everybody again for coming along to the matches, and the charity work that everybody's done is nothing short of phenomenal. So like, we'll go more into that during the presentation, and we'll have a chat about that. But give you guys just a round of applause just for everyone, because it's unbelievable. So what we ought to do is get straight on with the draw. Now we can't officially get on the lakes till 10, but a lot of the guys won't be there, so you can get in early. If not, have a look around the lake, kind of suss it out, and get down there and kind of get ready. And yeah, ready to go.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
So,
well, just one person each from each team. We'll start with Little Hay, shall we?
yeah, Little Hay's first.
So yeah.
And just check this 12.
Right, they may be a bit sticky. Trevor's in first. Maybe a bit sticky, so give him a rub. This is just a paper with sellotape.
Jay, sweet. Good luck.
Yeah. No, yeah, 11 to be on the yeah.
Big A!
What did we get? Everyday Carp. We got number 8. Apparently, it's not hot, but then it's not fat.
I'll show you what cross looks like in a second. No, that's alright.
Yeah, go on, Rob. Going to pick up number 30.
That's next to where Fennel's last night.
Careful, can't think. If you look up, you got 3. And I only filmed and edited it.
12 round.
Down on the oak tree.
Thank God for that.
They're all good. They're all good. Good as you can't really do this with every day. What? Really?
Go on down.
Jamie, when he was
Great stuff. I have no idea what it is, but people have said to us, that'll be fun. We just want to show everyone the marshals. These guys here, and the photographer. He's been here.
Hey! Fennel, shut up!
Every time, Fennel.
Right, guys, these are all the marshals. So I don't trust anyone else if they sort of sniff around your bivvy or whatever.
The guy with the strap on, he's going to be a photographer. He's going to be taking pictures over the duration. He's going to make it into a DVD. They're going to be available for purchase down the line, and with a good contribution going to charity as well. So he'll probably be snapping away. He's not a pervert. So he's just,
Well, that's unconfirmed.
most of the marshals are going to have two-way, so as soon as you spot anybody into a carp, even if it's not you, if you see someone walking past you, alert them, and we'll get somebody down there as soon as possible. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 of us all together, so we should have it pretty covered.
Yeah, to say, John's told them all down there to get off the lake by 9, so you're all free to go down now. But if there is somebody still there, obviously, you know, show, yeah, tell them who you're with, and then no, just show them respect until they pack on. And that's it, guys. See you there. Hey?
How do we get your attention in the
Just send Fennel round.
No, there'll be plenty of us buzzing about, but just shout fish on or something.
I think we're going to be kind of strategically placed. There'll be somebody at least half a lake away. So if there's a pair, like if nobody's up, then to be honest, I gave a number out last year. I regretted that. I haven't Fennel every. It's not worth it. We just wanted to go over the fish as well, just to clarify that. What was the rules on that?
Just anything over £6 except for pike. Simple as that. Just to you know, if you get a run, sometimes you're a bit gutted as a bream, but you'll be pretty happy today. So that's it, lads. We'll see you down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck. Off you go.
Right then, so this is the start of the charity match on Big Haze. We've drawn out peg number 7, which is, as I'll show you, this peg right here. I've got Tim, my partner for the session, setting up his bivvy there. There's all my stuff piled over there, and we've got, I don't know, when I looked at it on the map I wasn't too confident about it, but we've got quite a nice expanse of water out in front of us. We've got the whole reed bed out the front there, and possibly up to the point of the island there. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. Just let's just hope the weather doesn't spoil things a bit too much. I think it rained a hell of a lot yesterday. Our peg is one of the only ones that isn't totally waterlogged, but the ground leading up to it is, so my feet are soaking already. Alright then, I'm going to get set up, and I'll see you once just before the match starts probably. Alright then, ta-ra.
We're just putting some colour in our swim.
Okay then, the all-in's been called. Got both my rods out, and Tim's got both his rods out. He's just come off night, so he's retired to the bivvy now, so hopefully we'll see him when we get his first run. Let's just show you around a bit then. I've got well, we've got our rods set out here. I'm fishing cod out to the island, and I've also got one in the reeds out there. And I'm not quite sure where Tim's put his baits, but they're out there somewhere. I've got Tim's bivvy here. You can see him sound asleep. Well, not yet. And there's mine. And if you look just behind me in the peg, we've got Margot and Steve from Cooking and Carping. And then just down the side we got Ed from the Carp blog. So I suppose I'll have to go around and talk to them later. We'll see. Alright then, hopefully there'll be a bit of action before I next switch the camera on. And I'll see you then. Alright, ta-ra. Right then, this is Tim's just had our first run. It's not the first fish of the match, but I'm going to put the camera down and hopefully we will catch it all. What? Angry? Angry as in... Angry? As in big angry, or angry as in...
in there, well done, buddy. Made a better choice of partners this year than that.
Oh, he's a lovely one. That is a beautiful. Cool. I bet he's. Sorry, I'm sorry, mate. Oh, the problem is you've got to compete with Carp, Coarse and Swansea, so it's... You're right. I love it on the first ever match, Dan. You're always so spaced out.
Just inside there's me way, what do you call it? I need me forceps, mate. That's fine.
Oh, that's going to be a double, isn't it? Jesus, it's gone mental.
So we're going
18.7.
18.7, lovely fish. Well done, buddy. Right, you'll wear the back of land net procedure?
No.
What? Hold up, say back of land net, 18 pounds seven, lovely. There's a fish on the ways.
Don't do videos, Dan. Do you hold it up? There you go.
Beautiful fish. Yeah, what's the size?
£18.7. Back of the land, that.
Cracking, mate. Well done, well done. Let's get him back. Water on as well.
So we've had our first fish of the match, Team Carp, Coarse and Swansea. It wasn't me, Tim's doing all the work at the moment. I think it's the second fish out on the match and we're about an hour and a half in. We're currently in the lead with, I think it's about £1 and 3 ounces. So we're off the mark anyway, and that's the important thing, and that's how I'd like to carry it on. Let's hope I get one now. Yeah, I've had quite a savage liner not long after we started, and that's all I've had so far, but we'll see. Alright, ta-da. Right, let's go and have a look at camp cooking and carping. They just had their first one.
Nice one, Steve.
What is it?
13.10.
13.10?
13.10.
In the back of the land, isn't it?
Here we go. 13.10 on the live system. Back of the landing net.
Well done, great.
First of many, I hope.
In. Fish number 2.
Cool.
Well done, lads, well done. So 7th one now, this is?
That's all.
No, I'm lying, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Just be grateful they had 7. The video would be 4.5 hours long.
Oh, really? It took that long to hold it. What we got, boys?
17.6.
6.
17.6. Pound than 1 ounce less than all.
It's not bad, is it?
Yep, 17.6. Nice one. Common as well, isn't it? Second up. £17.6 ounce. Back of the landing there.
No, it's the other fella. Did you hear that? Dan. Tell him,
all the way around, mate. Oh, I can't put it on Instagram. Put it up normal, that's it.
tell him I don't love him anymore.
He says he doesn't love you anymore.
Let's get him back.
So that's our second fish for the team, £17.
well happy.
Nice one.
Right then, so it's 4:30 now, and things, well, they haven't gone a bit slow because we've had 2 fish, and that's more than I was expecting for the daylight hours of today. I thought the lake would just shut down under the pressure, but we're doing alright. I've had a couple of rig changes and stuff like that. I've been feeding the Mistral coconut ice over one spot out of the margins, and then keeping on the rosehip isotonic. So yeah, just hope. I'd like a fish now. So but then again, I wouldn't mind if Tim had another one. So I'll see you when something else happens. All right, laters. Right then, it's just coming up to 20 to 7 now, so the light's fading pretty fast. We're still on 2 fish, and we haven't had really anything to show. There's a lot of fish showing in the area, but we haven't had any knocks or anything since the last fish went back in the water. So we're hopeful that we get one. It'd be nice to get one this side of midnight at least, anyway, and then we can cross into tomorrow with higher expectations. Yeah, it's I've been constantly feeding the margin behind me, so well, I say the margin, the far bank, and trying different rigs and stuff like that. There have been a few fish topping over the top of where we've been baited, and we haven't had a pickup yet. Especially as they've been topping quite a lot in the last sort of half an hour. But feeling pretty confident as it goes into night, so hopefully we'll see you later. Alright then, ta-da. Morning. It's 7:30 now. It was really cold last night. I surprisingly didn't have anything. Tim had a run at about 12:30, but it came off. It was bending the rod over, but so that would have been the 3rd fish for the team, but. So hopefully we can get something on the morning sort of feeding spell. I'm gonna change all my baits now and put fresh bags on and try and find them, because I was using markers that I can't see now because of the thick fog on the lake. But I try and put them to where I think, and hopefully I get a run. That's all I can hope for. Right then, I'll see you later on in the morning. Right, bye. Right then, it's coming up to about 10:30, so the morning has been pretty unproductive at all. I don't think anything's come on this lake since the sun's come up. But yeah, it's time to cook some breakfast. I got some bacon on the go and Tim's got some sausage, so I'll let you have a look at that. There we go. Oh, there's my bacon burning in the pan. And there's Tim's sausages incinerating in his pan. But, yeah, should be a good little breakfast. Let's hope we can get a few carp to follow that on. Alright. Here we go. Old Ross, Careful Carper and the Carp King. In on the other side. I think it's their first fish of the match if they get it. Okay then, so it's carried on being a pretty unproductive morning. I had a bit of a social walk around talking to people and stuff like that, but yeah, it's been nothing on the fish front. There's a few coming out up the top end of the lake, but the wind has changed, pushing back down behind us. So hoping that we got about 4 hours left, hoping that the wind starts changing things for us up this end. But yeah, so we've had a quick change of spots, especially because Tim's seen a fish crashing right in the margins over there and dropped a rig virtually on its head, but nothing's come from that yet. But we'll see. Yeah, so 4 hours left. Let's hope that we manage to maintain our spot on the leaderboard. Alright then, I'll speak to you later. Right then, so we're coming down to the last hour. And Big Haze has virtually switched off completely. I think there's been 2 or 3 fish all day between, this 24 anglers, 48 rods. So it's not a good ratio for today. It's nothing like yesterday. Me and Tim have started packing things down. There's old Smiley. But yeah, we've got Cooking and Carp in there starting to pack down now. They've had quite a few species. I think he was bit off by a pike early on, and he's had 2 carp and a 4-pound barbel, which I would have been really happy with, but of course that doesn't count. And my other neighbour is Ed from the Carp Blog and Danny from Everyday Carper, and they're still blanking. So I don't know where we are in the ranking. Hopefully we're still in the top 5. We're just living on past glories because we couldn't winkle anything out today. But we've still got an hour left. It might change, I don't know. Right then, if nothing happens, I'll see you at the presentation. Right then, later. Biggest smile.
I can't.
Right then, we're coming into the death of the session. We've probably got, well, less than an hour left. And Tim just had the 4th run of the session, and possibly the 3rd fish for us. Team Carp, Coarse and Swansea. I'm still yet to catch a fish though, but let's put this down and have him get the net out.
12.
9. Somewhere in between.
I give it 11 something now, would I?
10-6.
Just by holding it.
Just read it.
Nice.
It's not stopping, is it?
It's not even
Going up.
It's 11. It's 11, 12 and a half.
No, it is 11 and
11 and
11, 12.
cool.
And a half. You can have 11.
Gonna.
Nice to get something that weren't there, yeah.
There you go. If you look into this camera, you actually get viewed.
Nice. Yeah, because this is at the end of the video when everybody's skipped past by now.
I referred to you as a friend once.
What was it? Nice gentleman. Okay, whenever you're ready.
So, there we go. £11, 12 ounce. Back of the landing there.
Cracking.
Don't pack your unhooking that way, just in case.
Right then, so we're less than 10 minutes left to go. We've got, it's turned into more of a social behind me now. Look at these. Back at the landing net roadies here, travelling all the distance just to waste bait really. But yeah, so we're on 3 fish. I'm still blanking, so I've been held up by my partner for the whole match really. But yeah, so it's less than 10 minutes. Time is ticking. I don't think I'm going to get the run, but you never know. So probably the next thing you see is the presentation. All right, then we'll see you then. Ta-da.
Yeah, so we just wanted to obviously thank everyone for coming again. We're going to talk a little bit about the charity aspect of things at the end. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. Even if you haven't caught, we've had a cracker. It's been quite funny seeing things unfold. It's been quite funny seeing other things as well along the way.
Some things not.
Some things you don't want to ever see again, to be honest. But it has been a cracker. We've enjoyed it, so we hope you guys have enjoyed it as well.
That's it. And first people want to thank. It wouldn't have been possible without the marshals. So if we can have Rick, Will, Gareth, and Damien up here, we've just got a few things. To be honest, we would have got you more if we realised what sort of work you would do. We thought you were going to be lazy and we'd be dragging you about.
So yeah, they've made our lives really easy this year. I don't think, other than the guys from Apex last night, I don't think many people have had to wait too long for kind of attention when the fish have come. There were a few issues last night actually, but yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah. Right, we'll start straight away with the results. I think we'll start with Big A's because a little bit more predictable, I think. We have first of all the 3 teams who blanked. Just come out and collect your medals, please. Awesome for coming, lads. Appreciate you so much.
Still get a medal. Same medal for plastic. It's the same medal. I've got about 5 of these medals now.
I'm going to mess it.
Another one too.
Reverse order. 9th place, Apex Angling with £7 12 ounces. 8th place was a Bivvy Banter with £8 10 ounces.
It's also, was that the biggest bream of the whole?
Yeah.
The only bream, was it?
Yeah.
Yep. No, it was a PB bream. What does that mean with that?
7th place is the Careful Carp Kings with £15 2 ounces. Sixth place with £29 11 ounces was Cooking and Carping. In fifth place with £43 3 ounces was Devon and Dorset Carp. In fourth place, £45 9 ounces, Carp, Coarse and Swansea. We're being a bit elitist this time though. In third place with £47 12 ounces was Will-Eyed Dan. In second place on Big A's was a spicy carp of £61 7 ounces.
Look at that, everyone.
In first place with £83 15 ounces was the Top Rod Dogs.
Right, we've got you each a entity landing net.
Biggest fish on Big Haze was £18 8, and that was Will Vincent. Top rod on Little Haze was Jason Mills with £74 2 ounces. Hang on, well, while he's doing that, we decided to have a prize for Dog of the Match, and we loved them all, to be fair, but we upset one. So, Will, if you want to bring out
Floats over there.
you can share them, you can use them for floaters and give some a second at the same time.
Right, okay, yeah, we just wanted to talk about the real reason we put on these matches and basically about everyone's fantastic contribution. We didn't really want to talk about people's individual efforts, but you know, we have to mention some of these. Dan Jones and Tim raised £370, Ben Spicer and Matt Ellis nearly 600, Sion Matt Lucas nearly 1200, 1400 Jason and Pete, Andrew Batchelor and his dad nearly 1500. But irrelevant of that, every single penny counted, and what I wanted to do is just introduce you to Roz from Cancer Research UK, just talk about how it helps and you know, a little bit about what you do really.
Thank you. Sorry for being a bit late, rushing here and getting a bit lost with the sat-nav, but I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's had a great day and not only got these, I can't believe you said an £18 fish?
Yeah.
So you've got like big pounds in the fish and big pounds in the sponsorship. This event, as you know, is the second time the guys have done it, and they've raised a huge amount of money to beat cancer. We don't get any money at all from the government. We're totally funded by people like yourselves doing things that you like doing, and I always say it's about putting the fun into fundraising. And we always say it's great whatever anybody earns, but actually secretly we really like it when people earn a hell of a lot of money. And these guys and you all have raised a really big sum which will go towards beating cancer. I can see that predominantly you're mostly men fishing. No, not us.
We're working on it. We'd rather have lots more women out there.
At the risk of embarrassing anybody, one of the greatest achievements of Cancer Research UK has been the early screening detection for prostate and, guys, I hate to say it, for testicular cancer. And the survival rates for prostate cancer and for testicular cancer are really, really high, about 97%. So our aim is that cancer, all different types of cancer, 200 different types of cancer, will be as soon as successful as for those rates. So that anybody who gets to hear the words, "I'm sorry, you've got cancer," will then see, "and you will survive." And the only thing that is stopping us at the moment is money. There's no problem with the science or cures, it's just getting the money in. So the amount of money that you're raising really, really makes a big difference. So yeah, thank you all very much, and well done. The 18-pound fish, that sounds like that. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very, very much.
It's everybody. We just, while we're at this point, we've had a look at the total. There's a bit more to add in, a few other kind of offline donations to take account for, but we think we're going to eclipse £10,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Total with last year's over £14,000 just on these fishing matches. So everybody who's ever been involved, anybody that you've got involved, amazing, brilliant. Yeah, we did say we'd put together a prize for the guys that raised the most money. To be honest, you know, we weren't even contemplating these kind of sums of money. We thought in our wildest dreams, like a pair would raise couple of £100, but getting into the thousands is outstanding. So. We didn't really plan above one prize, but we tried to scramble something together for a couple of the other guys as well. So,
yeah, I mean, it sounds a bit wrong to make this a competition, but we thought we'd do it like that anyway. The guys who made the third most, £1,163.84, Sire Matt Lucas. In second place, with £1,371 raised, was Jason and Pete. Well done, guys. In first place, the Marathon Man. He raised an amazing £1,436. Was Andrew Batchelor.
Yes, I'm trying to get something at the school because he's done so well.
Everyone in Bridport knows him now.
Yeah.
Especially looking like that. We've got a big bundle of Nash baits and tackles, kindly donated by Nash. That's for you, mate.
On with Little Hayes. We have the 4 teams who unfortunately didn't catch anything. You can come out first. Thanks for coming, guys. Donated loads of cash. Eighth place with £12 was Big Fish, Little Fish. In 7th place, with £20 9 ounces, the 3 carpers -1.
Hold on, I'm just hearing. Yep, they're sorry that they can't be here at the moment to accept their medal. They like to say, there's this microchip in my ear, they'd like to say thanks, and they really enjoyed it.
6th place, with £23 1 ounce, was 2 Dorset Noddies. 5th place, with £29 10 ounces, North and South. 4th place, £40 3 ounces, Method Madness. 5th this is third place with £73 12 ounces, GD's Kids.
Well, yeah.
Right, this was no biting.
Yeah, it swung one way to the other between Spatch and Catch and Devon Dons.
Spatch and Catch running away with it yesterday. Nobody else was catching. £17 in the lead at one point.
Yeah. And this morning, out of nowhere, Devon Dons were absolutely bagging up. In second place, with £113 3 ounces, was the Devon Dons. A mere £5 7 ounces. The winners were Spatch and Catch, £118 10 ounces. Right, biggest fish on Little Hayes was a Louis Russell, £18 11 ounces. Top rod on Little Hayes with all £113 3 ounces, Louis Russell. Well, that means, as you probably worked out, the overall winners and the winners of the trip to Lac Rose in France, Spatch and Catch.
So yeah, that kind of brings it to a bit of a close for this year. But hope everybody's had a good time, not only this weekend, but all the stuff that people have been doing in build up to it. And it's always kind of sad when it's the end of
such a long build-up.
Such a long build-up, isn't it? But you know, I've no doubt we'll be starting to work on next year fairly soon.
Yeah, thanks to everyone. You know, places you come from just to come down to see us for the weekend. Really humbling. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you again next year. So thanks everybody. Give yourself a clap.
Right, so this is wrapping up the charity match on Big Hayes for back of the landing net. We actually came fourth in the overall rankings on Big Hayes, which is better than we expected, because we knew from when Tim landed those first two fish, we went straight up the ranks, and then as time went on, we slowly dropped down the ranks, and Tim pulled us back up with the fourth place with that last fish. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to thank Tim, because I didn't actually catch anything, and Tim's done all the work. Secondly, I'm going to have to thank all the people that have sponsored us and donated for the prize pool that we've put together. Our total was 370 on the cancer research page. So I'd like to thank my family that sponsored me, all the people in work that have sponsored me, and there's
same for me as well. Family, friends, work colleagues.
So cheers for that, everyone. Yeah, well, it was a lot more than I expected us to generate. Plus we came fourth, so it's not all bad. Yeah, so that about wraps it up, and I'll see you next time we're on the bank. All right then, ta-da.